Yes.
Right? This group met periodically and often really, not periodically. And there are other names that I can't remember that were all involved at the beginning, but those were key people. Right? And I said sleeve naming in that group.
Yes.
Right? And finally, one of the gentlemen, Mr. Deeb, his wife went to the hospital while they had one of these meetings. And they says, that's what we're going to build a hospital in Syria. That's how it came, because they weren't sure what they were going to do, but it just, his wife went there. Wait a minute, this is the cure. My wife gets here. Why can't we provide something for them over there? Okay. All right. So they organized Hosn with the idea of building a hospital there. They voted for officers, and Albert Bryan was one of the first presidents. And they were looking for someone to be the executive director. And they wanted this qualifications. They wanted someone who could speak English, someone who could speak Arabic and write Arabic, and someone who was independent enough that would do it. And that's when they selected Slim Nami as the executive director, okay? Because he could do all those things, okay?
Yes.
As it turned out, he did everything. Nobody did anything but him. That was that was a fault, because later on, he did everything. And anybody who wanted to do something was a threat to his position. And it's hard to describe. And when he died, I kept saying, when he died, we have to be ready for his death, because he handled everything. I mean, everything. But nobody paid attention. And then we ran into some conflict after he died, because his family thought that was their legacy. Okay. And technically, he wakes so much on it, and nobody else challenged him. Right? And everybody was happy with the work he was doing. In fact, we never needed any auditors, because every couple of months he printed a Newsweek, which listed every penny they got from people with your names. If you get 50 cents, your name was in there.
So he did it with a good heart.
He did it with a good heart. Now that's old time accounting, but this way people could say, wait a minute, I gave you, and record it, all right? Because everybody, I mean, even down to 50 cents, all right? So anyhow, they organized and they wanted to build a hospital. Now, how do we raise money? Well, there's still immigrants, they don't have, some businessmen, not many. So someone came up with the Marajans and the picnics, right? And that was the biggest money raiser, okay? And the key to their success was not the Syrians, but they were selling Syrian food.
Right.
And then this would bring people from the community, and this is where they made most of their money, okay? And it was held at different locations. Eventually, New Kensington was picked as the permanent site, right? Initially, the Maharajans became reunions for all the immigrants that come over.
Right.
On the first Maharajan, when they come over, we slept on tables in the picnic grounds. There were no motels in late 30s, early 40s, even after the war, there were motel. We slept on the picnic tables. They came from all parts of the United States came, okay? It was reunion because they knew each other.
Right.
All the immigrants were still alive, all right? And then, like I said, then we attracted people from the community, which helped make them more successful as far as raising money. Because half of us, we ate Syrian food or we take our lunch. So that's how we made a lot of our money, okay, from the Maharajan.
We're going to stop.
Yeah.